herbal products. Now, as we up till now we discussed what are the categories of herbal products or medicinal products. Now, for this, for the preparation of all these herbal medicines or herbal preparations, we require the herbs. So, as a herb, one of the raw material, how it is important means how these herbs can help to prepare or to convert into the herbal preparation. So herbs have used in a traditional system of medicines since time immemorial. Means we don't know from how long time we are using this. And as per WHO, 80% of the world population are using these herbs as well as for the primary healthcare needs, as well as for the preparation of various herbal medicines. The interest of people in the herbal medicines has increased significantly in the both developed and the developing countries. There is a great demand for the herbs. Hence, there is a need to adopt the systematic scientific method for their selection, cultivation, collection, processing, and to ensure the quality, purity, safety, potency. So, as we discussed up till now, that the herbs have the wide range of the pharmaceutical applications, wide range of the what we can say in terms of money also it is very important. So there is a need nowadays, there is a need to design a systematic approach, systematic parameters to use of these herbal medicines, to cultivation of these herbal plants, their collection, processing, and all that things. In regards to what? In regards to get a good quality, good purity, safety, and potency of the herbs. As we have a very great knowledge of the herbal medicines, but that great or traditional knowledge also required the touch of the scientific approach. That is required the scientific approach. As we are saying that the herbal preparations don't have any kind of the shelf life or any kind of expiry. But if we are considering all these things in aspect to the scientific way, we have to decide the safety parameters of herbal preparations. So as day by day the need of these herbal medicines is increasing, we have to concentrate or we have to convert our research or our study in respect to the quality, purity, safety, potency of the herbal preparations by using the modern methods, by using the modern scientific methods to control their quality so that we can maximize their benefits. Why we have to do all these things? To maximize or to increase the benefit of these herbal medicines. We have the knowledge, but if we don't have the scientific approach towards that things, we could not modify our knowledge, we could not get the benefits of this our traditional knowledge. So there is a need nowadays, there is a need to design a scientific approach towards the herbal medicines, towards the herbs. Now, as the demand is day by day increasing, so near about 2,500 plant species are used in different systems of medicines. Among that, Ayurveda use 1,587 species, Siddha use 1,128 species, Unani 503 species. Then other systems are also using these herbs for the preparation of the herbal medicines. Then what are the, now we understood why there is a need of herbal medicines and why there is a need to give the scientific approach to the herbal medicines. Now we should know from where we can get these herbs. From where we can get these herbs. So herbs can be collect or can be obtained from the three basic sources. They have the three basic sources, that is wild source, cultivated source, and by using the modern scientific techniques. So like wild source means we can collect these herbs from the jungles, various jungles, as we earlier discussed that the India have a different plant sources in different areas of the country. So we can collect these plants from the different areas widely which are growing in the jungles and different ghats or different mountains. From there we can collect these herbs. Then second one is we can cultivate. We can cultivate in the large scale by using the good agriculture practices. We can cultivate these herbs. Then third one is the by using the modern techniques. Some cases there is a scarcity of some plants, means some plants are going to be means endangered species, means they are now they are not available anywhere. So in that case, we can apply the modern scientific techniques like plant tissue culture, polyploidy, mutation, hybridization. So all these are the plant tissue culture methods we can apply to grow the herbal plants or to grow the different plants, so that we can get the source of that herbs. We can cultivate by using the modern methods like plant tissue culture. We can cultivate the plants in a very scientific manner. So by these three methods, or by these are we can say these are the three sources to get the herbs for the preparation or for the preparation of the herbal products. Now, when we are going to select these herbs for the preparation, so we have to apply some processing methods, or some methods should be there, some standard method should be there for the preparation of any herbal medicine, or for the preparation of these herbs, or they how we can process these herbs for the medicine purpose. So in that, these 5 steps are important, that is selection of herbs, identification, authentication, cultivation, collection, and processing. So first we have to very carefully select the species for the preparation of various herbal preparation. Then after selection, we should have a specific number or specific certificate that the selected species of a particular species or variety or genera, or from which family it belongs. So we should have a one certificate, proper certificate. That means we should have the identity of that particular plant. So it can be collect from the different agencies, or from the different surveys, or different government agencies. They are giving the certifications to this plant. So Botanical Survey of India or some research labs also have the permission to give. So some agencies also have the permission to give these certificates. So after the selection of any herb, it should be identified and authenticated. Then we have to cultivate. Means what we have to do, we have to use the proper method of cultivation, and we have to collect the species or that particular variety in a particular region, from the particular region at the particular time and in the particular stage. So all these things are required for the preparation of primarily for the preparation of any herbal product. So after cultivation collection, there is a need of processing. So processing, it may be of 2 types, that is primary and secondary. For the processing, we can use the different methods. For example, if we have to collect the leaves, example digitalis leaf. So we know that digitalis, the biological source of digitalis, we know that it contains the dried leaves of digitalis purpurea belonging to the family Scrophulariaceae. So as we know that we require the leaves. So obviously we should have the idea key how to dry these leaves, how to store these leaves, at what temperature we have to dry these leaves so that it can maintain its chemical constituents. So at what time we have to collect this So all these things we should know for the processing of the herbal material. So these steps are involved in the processing of the different herbal medicines, herbal drugs before processing for the herbal products. So these are the general things we should know while we are going for the herbal preparation of any products. So now, until now we got the idea about the herbs. What are the types of herbs, from where they are coming, and now we are going to proceed next part, that is the ethics. What kind of ethics we are applying in the herbal products. So how we are applying our pharmaceutical ethics in herbal product, that is the next part. So first of all, we should have the idea about what is the meaning of ethics. We should know the meaning of ethics. So ethic means what? Moral principle. It's our responsibility. It is the science of moral duty. Means the rules by which a profession regulate the action and sets of standard for all its members. For example, pharmacy is a group. Pharmacy is a profession. So in pharmacy, being a pharmacist, what are my principles? What are my responsibilities? What is my role towards the society? That comes under the ethics. Now, pharmaceutical ethics means the ethics in relation to the pharmacy profession is called the pharmaceutical ethics. Means while performing my profession, while performing my duty, what kind of ethics I have to follow. Morality means good conduct or behavior, and consciousness means we should always aware of the things. We should always aware of the things. If I give this medicine to this person, what may be the side effects? What kind of the other mishappenings may happen? That things we should know. Now, law means it is defined as the rule of human conduct binding to all persons in the state or nation. So law is a one, what we can say, the things where we bind. We bind all, and these things are follow all over the state or nation. So we'll see what is the difference between the law and ethics. So law, these are the rules for human conduct binding to the all person in a state or nation. And ethics means what? Rules by which a profession regulates its action and sets standard for all its members. So for one example, we have to help each other. We have to help each other is a ethics. Helping neighbor is a function of ethics. But as per law, may prevent one from causing injury to the other. In the law, it is say that we should not cause injury to any other person. It is a law. But helping to our neighbor is a ethics. So law is by force. Law is by force. So you have to. But ethics, we have to follow. Means it should be in my own, what we can say, ki I have, means it is compulsory. It is not compulsory for me, but I have to do like that only. So that is the ethics. If law breaks, a violator may be subjected to punishment. If law is broken, then that person have to give some punishment by the government or by the agencies or whatever be the regulatory things are there. If rules are broken, the professional body may subject to the violator to the laws of profession. For example, very common example, that the medical store. If there is a during the visit of the drug inspector, if the pharmacist is not available at that time, then his or her license may be cancelled. So that is the punishment as per ethics. As per ethics, what is there? Ki the person, the registered pharmacist should be present in the shop every time. and during inspection it found that the person is not present there, then that person has broken that rule of the means the code of that profession. So that person will get the punishment. So punishment may be cancel of license or suspend of license. Different kind of punishments are there depending upon the situation. Then selling or adulterated drugs prevented by the law. Selling the medicine at cheaper rate than that of the fellow pharmacist is not in the area of conduct. So this is the basic difference we can say in the law and ethics. Now, what is the pharmaceutical code of ethics? So as per PCI, as we every know that the Pharmacy Council of India is the regulatory body for the pharmacy profession all over the country. So we are following the rules and regulations which are given by the Pharmacy Council of India to perform the profession in that particular area, in that nation, we can say. So this, according to Pharmacy Council of India, the Code of Pharmaceutical Ethics help to guide the pharmacist as to how to should conduct himself in relation to his job, his trade, his profession, and medical profession. As we are related to medical profession, so in our code of ethics, as per PCI, they have mentioned how we have to behave or how we have to conduct our own job, our trade, profession, and medical profession. We are related to the medical profession. That's why there is also the code of ethics are given how to we have to behave or how we have to perform our services to the medical profession. Now, while dealing with the pharmacist, as a pharmacist in relation to job, we have to follow the scopes of pharmaceutical services. We have to conduct the all practices very properly as per mentioned in the pharmaceutical code. Then we have, while handling the prescription, also we have to follow the rules, regulations. Handling the drugs, we have to follow the rules and regulations. Then while appointing any, while we are giving training to someone, that time also we have to follow the standard rules and regulation. Code of ethics was, what are the code of ethics mentioned that we have to follow? Means when the person is going to be complete its degree or diploma, at that time only we have to give the training that person. It is not like that the student is in the first year and as a pharmacist, I am going to give the training to him. That is not like that. That as per the PCI, it is mentioned that after the second year exam, that student can go under the training. Means after the completion of the exam. It is not like that key after the completion of first year you can perform your training. So there is some rules and regulations are there, and we have to follow these ethics. Some what we can say the key behind these things there is some means something is there. Why not at the time of first year student? Because that person don't know about the profession. Now what is the use of them? Then if I give training to that student, that person don't have any kind of knowledge, then how he can or he or she can apply that things. So that's why while appointing the apprentice pharmacist or while giving the training to any student, we have to follow the ethics. While handling the drugs, means why in the medical store, we have to store the different categories of preparations. So we have to properly store them. We have to properly provide the temperature conditions. Whatever the things are mentioned in the standard books, that we have to follow during the following the code of ethics. Then when we are following in relation to our trade, we have to give the fair trade practices. We have to not means come and take the medicine from my medical shop. I will give this much discount, that much discount. That things should be avoided while practicing our own business of the pharmacy. Then in relation to the profession. So in relation to profession, we have to give the emergency. If there is any need, we can give by morally, we have to give our service. If there is a need of any, if there is any emergency, we have to give our services. So extend the help to the fellow pharmacist in emergency need. Then should maintain the standards of the profession. Should try to weed out the corruption and profession in the society. Should have to update the knowledge of profession, means what is going on nowadays, what is the new trends in pharmacy. We have to follow all the things related to our profession. Then in relation to the medical profession, as we are the paramedical people, we have to follow, or we have to give the services to the medical. So we have to not limit ourselves to only the buying and selling the medicines. We have some time, we have to give our assistant to the medical profession also. But it is not like that we have to behave like a doctor. We have to not behave like a doctor, but we can assist, we can help. In case of emergency, we can give our best to the medical profession. Then now these are the things which are related to the ethics. Now again comes towards our herbal medicines. So these herbal medicines, we have to correlate with our ethics. So to give a good service, or to give this herbal product in a proper way, we have to follow the standards which are mentioned in the different books all over the world. There are the different pharmacopoeia. Everyone knows what is the meaning of pharmacopoeia. So these pharmacopoeias, like American herbal pharmacopoeia, British herbal pharmacopoeia, Korean herbal pharmacopoeia, Indian herbal pharmacopoeia. So these are the some official books which are related to the herbal medicines. So we have to follow the procedures for the preparation, evaluation, standardization, which are mentioned in these official books, and we have to perform according that only. Then one of the important ministry, that is Ayush ministry. Ayush ministry means the ministry which helps to regulate the things or medicines, or the all the aspects of research and all that things which are related to Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Yoga and homeopathy. This Ayush ministry is related to all the traditional systems of medicines, how we have to practice. So the Ministry of Ayush was formed on the 9th November in 2014 with a vision of revealing the profound knowledge of our ancient systems of medicine to ensure the optimum development and propagation of the Ayush systems of medicine healthcare. So it is earlier it is known as the system of medicine and homeopathy. Then it convert or it changes to the Ayush. It is renamed as a Ayush, as it covers all the aspects of Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha and homeopathy. So so this ministry also helped to regulate all these systems, traditional systems of medicines in aspect to the herbal products or herbal medicines. Then nowadays, as our approach is changed, that we have to give the scientific approach to our traditional systems of medicines. So nowadays we are following the WHO guidelines for the quality, safety, efficacy. To set all these things, we are following the WHO guidelines. So WHO guidelines presently consider the potentially hazardous contaminants. As we know that if the herbal medicines or herbal products are contaminated, it will give the side effects. So WHO focus on the contaminants and hazardous residues which may present in the herbal medicines. So the major, what you can say, the major aspect or major focus of WHO is towards to the quality of a drug, stability of the drug, safety of the drug, and assessment of the safety parameters to the drug. So WHO generally focus on the adulteration, then misbranding or adulterated drug, and the the standardization parameters which we are going to follow or we are following in the herbal medicines. So all these things are related to the ethics of the herbal medicines towards the pharmaceutical concepts or towards the pharmaceutical medicines. So lastly, I want to conclude that yes, we are following the pharmaceutical ethics in the herbal products as we are following the WHO guidelines, as we are referring the standard official pharmacopoeias for the preparation of the herbal medicines, evaluation of the herbal medicines, and all things. So it is we can say ki we are following the pharmaceutical ethics towards the herbal medicines. So lastly, I just want to conclude that yes, we are following the pharmaceutical ethics in herbal products. So thank you. This is from this. If you want any, ask any question. If there is any question, you can ask. Yes, students, are you getting me or not?
Students.
Yes, Kanchan.
Yes, students. Anyone want to ask any question? Ma'am is available for you. You can able to ask questions to ma'am.
If there is a difficulty to ask in English, you can ask in Marathi or Hindi also.
No one having any question?
Everything is fine for them.
Yes, Suraj. Speak.
Yes, you can ask the question. You unmute yourself first. Actually, it as correlate with the pharmaceutical ethics, it is a very, what we can say, it a very consign. If you want in detail about the standardization or what are the WHO guidelines or what are the different systems of medicine, I can explain in detail, but due to the shortage of time, I have to conclude all the things. So if you want in detail, I can explain anytime as per the availability of your schedule. I can explain each and everything in detail also.
Okay, ma'am. So I deliver
So
my.
anybody have any query regarding, because I have given in very concise way. If you want any, if you have any query or doubt, you can ask.
Actually, ma'am, we don't have any query because we got a really clear idea about herbal medicines.
Okay, thank you that I can explain very properly. But each and every point have the very detail. In detail, there are the very sub points. There are the various sub points. It is a very consign, but under each and everything as WHO guidelines, there are the n number of guidelines related to in the means if we are going to construct any herbal industry, then we have to again discuss the GMP. If we are going to evaluate the drug, then we have to discuss the different parameters: physical, chemical, biological. Say very concise, very short. If in detail, I can explain anytime. You can call me.
Rahul, what do you want to say? Okay. So,
Yes, Kanchan. Is it
so
okay now?
yeah, ma'am. It's a very well information you give to us.
Yes, I'm not getting you.
Is it I'm audible? Is it I'm audible? Ma'am? Ma'am? Is it I'm audible?
Yes, yes, Kanchan, you are audible.
Yeah, so I deliver my vote of thanks to Dr. Bindurani ma'am. She's sharing the very her huge knowledge with us,
Yes, yes, Kanchan, you're audible.
and she gives time from her busy schedule. So I very happy for this lectures because you are my teacher, and I got this chance again to teach from you these things, and I'm
Thank
really
you, ma'am.
thankful to my this college, Parikrama
Thank
College
you,
of
thank you.
Pharmacy, as well as the principal of this pharmacy college, the Nimal sir, Dr. Nimal sir, to give me this opportunity to organize this lecture on this topic, and give me this one chance with meet with you, and then via this lecture, and I give my hardly thanks to all my students who are present here for this lecture. Thank you so much, and I declare that this lecture is end. So thank you so much, all of you.